Hi, today we're going to talk about how to draw a tree. Trees are one of my all-time favorite things to paint or draw, and I even like to do them in my spare time or to decorate things. So here's some doodles that I did on some folders for assignments. Here's sixth period. So just branches and leaves, anything that's organic, and that just means something that's really natural and doesn't have really straight lines. So we're gonna just take a look at some other tree projects that we've done. So this is a really popular birch tree project, and birch trees have a really skinny, tall, lean look to them. They don't have a lot of branches. Then this one up here is one of my all-time favorites, and we'll talk a little bit about that one later. And then this one is just leaves, just having fun with being kind of whimsical and letting them fly away in the breeze. And then this one is probably familiar because we're drawing some birds in there. And then this one is kind of creepy, a little bit more brittle looking to give it that fall look for Halloween perhaps. So down here is kind of one of our exemplar pieces. So I'm gonna show you how I draw this tree, and it's not hard, it's really fun. I'm just gonna start right up here. I kind of created this way to draw a tree when I was a kid. I kind of just realized that when I just start by making a little curve here and then do the opposite over here, that looks like a trunk. And trees always start the biggest down here, and then every single branch is gonna get smaller, 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 smaller. So I start with this trunk, just two outsides of the circle, and then you're just gonna draw a V in the middle. And you can adjust this however you want once you kind of know how to do this a little bit better. So you draw a V here, and then I'm going to extend out each limb into what might be like a Y sort of. You can see that a little bit more later. But you're gonna extend out each one and then draw another V inside of there. And then extend, extend, and then another V. So as I go, I wanna make sure that I'm always making it skinnier than the last branch. So extend, extend, and a little bit skinnier. So depending on what kind of tree you want to do, if you want to make a cottonwood, that's one of my all-time favorite kinds of trees, then you might want to make it short and stocky and changing direction all the time. But if you want to make a willow tree, then these would be kind of swooping down all the time, and they're not going to really continue very straight. So you just adjust it to how that tree's tendencies are, however that tree decides to grow. Okay, so here I have this, and then I extend, extend, and then I make a V. So I always am ready for my next branches. Now, if I want this to go down here, I can kind of control that. I can make it take a sharp turn. Extend, extend, V, extend, make that a little longer, extend, V. That's getting pretty crazy, I like it. Extend, extend, V, extend, extend, V. So this is fun to just sit and do and see how far off of your page you can make your tree go. And you can make your tree in any season you want. Spring, you might have little buds on your tree. Summer, obviously, you're gonna have lots of big leaves. Fall is what the example was. The leaves are gonna be kind of sparse and growing off. And your tree is gonna kind of start growing into itself in these areas. And you can either continue it over here and overlap, or you could just kind of forget about a branch. Like if that one happens to go in there, that's okay. I could just kind of forget about it and continue on the one that is in front. Extend, extend, V. Extend, extend, V. I just think it's fun to do this way because you can just have fun with whatever the tree, kind of whatever direction it goes, and you're kind of just making a tree, not by accident, but it kind of evolves into whatever your tree is going to look like. As long as you just keep going a teeny bit smaller all the time, it's going to look like branches into little twigs and teeny little sticks. And then you can always put whatever you want on it, whether it's buds or flowers, or maybe it's going to be a fruit tree. Or you can put your red, orange, and yellow leaves on it. Or if it's a winter tree, maybe it has snowflakes all around it and has piles of ice and snow on top of it. It can be anything. So I'm gonna start going a little bit faster here. Extend, extend, V. And just keep going. I'm gonna be smaller, smaller all the time. And if you ever decide like, oh, I want it to have a branch going through here, like there could be a branch on the other side, you can do that. You can just say, oh, there's gonna be a branch right here. There could be another branch going through here. You can do whatever you want. It's really fun, like a doodle kind of thing. It's fun to just let it go. Okay, I'm just gonna fill this area a little bit more, and then we're gonna talk about the background real fast. Extend, extend, V. So you have control. Like I could make this come down, but you also can just let go of your control and just see how your tree grows. I'm gonna extend this guy out. I'm gonna make this branch a little bigger so it can start heading off to the edge of my page quickly. And then I'm gonna keep going until they look like teeny little twigs or it goes off of my page. Extend, extend, V. Oh, we need some more over here. Extend, extend. And then as it goes out here, it starts to get real small, and you can, again, break the rules. Like it can just start having little twigs that come out. You're like, oh, this is a nice little branch. And then it can just become like a line drawing, and you don't have to keep doubling it up. I'm getting sloppier and sloppier. And that's okay because it kind of looks like those crazy little twigs on the edge. I like it. So I decided I want a branch coming out right here. I'm just gonna do it. All right, I'm just going to do a few more out here. Isn't this just so fun? Bet you never knew you could draw such a realistic looking tree. And here you are doing it. Extend, extend. All right, I want to get out to my branch, my little twigs. Kind of fill the edge of the page. Okay, can't leave it like that, so I've got to do a few more over here, but I can bring it to a close pretty quick. Okay. So this tree took on a totally different personality than this one did. This one kind of has a really rounded look to it. And this one, I think I could take it clear off the page. I think that would look kind of cool. I was just going to extend this branch out a little bit. All right, so if you're going to take it off the page, that just means like this. You're just whoosh, like it's growing right off of the page. It's gonna be growing leaves right out there. I always like it when part of the picture goes off of the page, or more than one spot. Here, we'll make this part go off real quick. So we have 1, 2, 3 areas. We'll make this side right here go off the page. All right, okay, we have to do this one. I'll make it look even better. Okay, I'm just doing teeny little things. They're like twigs now. Because when you get far, far away, you can't make out those tiny details anymore. Okay, now I'm just gonna add a horizon line. So I'm gonna start over here. I could start somewhere about 1/3 up. I could do a hill, organic line right to my tree. I don't wanna go over it, I wanna jump and then continue my organic line over here. If you want, you can do more than one line. I could do another one and then jump. And then I could do another one just a little bit further down to the ground. A lot of trees have a little A kind of thing where the roots, some of the dirt has eroded away and it reveals some of the roots right here. We can just continue that. And then when you color this in, it's gonna look awesome. So feel free to color it in with colors, markers, colored pencils, or like this one, I used watercolors. So enjoy making your trees at home. Remember, the best way to make it look realistic is to think about a tree and the special characteristics that make that tree special and draw it just like that. So enjoy.